So before starting the session, I want all of you to react once for my question. How many of you have Google account? Google Mails, email. How many of you have only one account? Only one. How many of you have two accounts? Two email accounts, be it your business account or personal account or whatever. See, I see equal number of hands rising for. Still, I see four for four accounts also. Okay. How many of you have unread notifications? Above 1,000? See, all of you are having, right? Great. So let me come back to the presentation then. So now world is all talking about carbon emissions, right? We are all trying to reduce the carbon emissions. But how can we do this? With a very simple thing which we can contribute to the carbon emissions. Because we think carbon emissions as a very huge thing, right? That something big has to happen to reduce the carbon emissions. But it's not like that. There are also few simple ways where we can also contribute to the reduction of carbon emissions. So right, I don't have to tell you about this. How many of you know about data centers? So what does data centers do? What is the purpose of data centers? It stores all your data, right? Servers. In the servers, and the servers are in your data centers. And your data centers, do you know how they run? 24/7. Do you know how much energy they consume? You also have standby systems. They can't even afford to lose 1 minute because everything will go for a toss. Actually, 1 ton of carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide emissions we are talking about. To produce 1 kilowatt hour of energy, it will generate almost 960 grams of carbon emissions. That is almost 1 kilogram of carbon emissions are released into the atmosphere to produce 1 kilowatt hour for energy. So it is also equal if you are reducing the emissions. So it is equivalent to 23 trees, or it is equivalent to 2,500 kilowatt hour of electricity, and it is equal to 5,520 kgs of natural gas and the other things. It's even equal to driving 60,000 kilometers in a diesel car. So can we actually do something? You know how much of pollution is there and how much of carbon emissions we are generating every day through our vehicles or whatever the reasons. We have systems, we have computers, everything. We are consuming a lot of data. We are consuming a lot of energy as well. So what is that small thing that we can do from our end is that you delete your emails in your mail boxes, in your accounts. If you delete the mails which are not required anymore. Like, I'm not talking about the important mails that you need to track every day, but you have certain mails which are not required. Like every day you keep on, I'm just asking you how and why. So every day you keep on getting the mails, right? You register for so many websites and apps. Like you have, if it is girls, no, you have all Mintras, the Amazon and all these shopping sites. And even mail, they also install so many apps. We keep on registering ourselves like Goibabu or your Make My Trip. We have so many. And every day you keep getting mails, no? The promotional mails, you will receive so many promotional mails which we don't even open or don't even bother to read and are actually not necessary to read. So these kind of mails still are stored in your servers, right? In your mail boxes. And it is consuming data. And it is also consuming your space. The more your spam mails or your unwanted mails are, the more is your storage space. So you keep on adding these mails and all these things. You don't delete all these mails. And when they keep on adding, what happens? Your storage also will be full, and again you have to buy your extra storage and all. Instead, if we can delete these mails, it will take only 1 minute for us. If you can see the data, this is the data that we have taken from so many studies which were done earlier. So from that data, what we understood is a very basic common spam mail which contributes to the electricity indirectly is that 0.3 grams of carbon emissions for a spam mail and 4 grams of carbon for a general mail without any attachment. Without any attachment, your normal general mail contributes to 4 grams of carbon emissions, and a mail with attachment even contributes to 50 grams of carbon emissions. This is something which we were never aware of, that even our mobile is carrying so much of carbon emissions indirectly. So what we are trying to do is that we will delete the unwanted mails. How many of you can delete the mails? If you are all having your mobiles in hand, you can just open your mobile for a minute. Can you just pick up your phones? Can you pick up your phones and delete just 10 mails, 10 unwanted mails. I want you to delete only 10. Can you pick up your mail IDs, personal mails or official mails? Just delete only 10 and tell me how much time it took for you. Once you're done with, she's already done with deleting 10 mails. And how many of you are done? Raise your hand immediately after you're done. So it took hardly 15 seconds, right? It took only 15, right? Did you all scan the code? How many of you have filled the form? And I request all of you also to share this data with your friends, your family and everybody. And you will immediately, once you fill this form, you will receive a certificate on your mail ID. You can check that for your contribution, we are also sharing a certificate for your contribution on your mail ID. If you fill this form and submit this form, you will also receive a certificate. And this is the encouragement and appreciation that we wanted to provide. And we are doing this campaign from 2 years in a national level from ISHRE. And we have been already able to delete almost 2 lakh emails from our close circles itself. And if this message can be promoted to more and more people, and it is very easy to achieve. Within 1 month or 2 months, we are able to delete 1 lakh of mails. And I wish your support also for this. And now IGBC also have come forward to support this campaign. And I want all of you to support this campaign, and thank you. Did you all fill the form? How many of you have filled the form? Thank you so much. And there is also another small campaign that is going on. You also have another question in your Google form that what is your set temperature for your AC? So Mr. Anand, he will give you 5 minutes of talk about that one as well. So you can check it out and you can understand how much power are we wasting on your energy, on your AC. How much energy are you consuming based on your temperatures as well. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.